My beloved child, how my heart rejoices to hear your voice rise to me. From the first rays of dawn, when you lift your eyes and whisper words of gratitude, I feel the fragrance of your worship rise like soft incense to my throne. Every plea that flows from your lips is an echo of your soul yearning for my presence. And I tell you, here I am. I have always been here and always will be. None of your words are lost to the wind. No cry is ignored. I know the anguish that grips your heart in the silence of the early morning. I see the fears you don't even dare to confess to yourself. But listen closely, my child. I see beyond what your eyes can see. While you speak, while you cry, while you wait, I'm working. I see you when you bow before me, your heart overflowing with faith and hope, trusting that I'm a God who listens, a Father who responds. Oh, how I rejoice when you understand the value of prayer. For prayer is not just a request, not just a desire cast into the heavens. It is a bond, a connection that unites us, a golden thread that links you to the supernatural. When you pray, you step into the dimension of the divine, walking on invisible waters. You place yourself before my altar and allow my light to envelop your spirit. If you knew how much your prayers move the heavens, you would never doubt. Every word you utter rises like a song, and I receive it with love. For your heart turned toward me is what I desire most. And you ask, Lord, do you really hear me? Yes, my beloved, I hear you. I know every word before it even forms on your lips. I perceive every tear that falls from your eyes before it touches the ground. I feel the weight of every fear nesting in your heart before you even know how to express it. Nothing is hidden from me. And even more, nothing is indifferent to me. You matter to me, every detail of your being, every beat of your heart. You are not just one among millions. You are unique to me. I formed you with my own hands, knit you together in your mother's womb. Before your first breath, I had already mapped out a path for you. I am with you when you wake, when you work, when you rejoice, when you weep. I see your daily struggles, your hidden wounds, your uncertainties about the future. And I tell you, you are not alone. When you pray for your family, I see the love overflowing from your chest. I see the sincerity with which you intercede for those you love. And I tell you, your prayer is not in vain. Every time you cry out for a loved one, you are acting as an intercessor, a bridge between my grace and their life. You think your words are just words, but I tell you, they are seeds. They fall upon the soil of hearts, and in due time they will bloom. No plea of yours returns empty, no tear of yours falls without purpose. I know you sometimes wish to see immediate changes, but trust in me. I work beyond what your eyes can perceive. I touch hearts, transform paths, and tear down invisible walls that prevent your family from moving forward. I honor you, my child, when you care about what truly matters. For I did not create man to live alone. I made him to love, to connect, to care for one another. I established family bonds to reflect the relationship I have with those I call my children. The love you have for those around you is a spark of my own love, a reflection of my essence within you. When you care for your own, when you intercede for them, when you give without expecting anything in return, you resemble me. And this is how I desire you to live, with a generous heart, attentive to the needs of those around you, sensitive to the cries of those who lack the strength to pray for themselves. That is why I tell you, keep praying, keep seeking, keep trusting. Even when it seems like your prayer is delayed in being answered, know that I am already at work. Time does not limit me. I see the beginning and the end. I create paths where there are none. I open doors that no one can shut. And I promise I will answer. But not in the way you expect, rather in the way you truly need. For you see the present, but I see eternity. You understand the desire of your heart, but I know the fullness of your destiny. How many times have you asked for something you believed was good, but that could have hurt you in the future? How many times have you pleaded for something that seemed right, but did not align with what I had prepared for you? That's why I say, trust me, surrender your ways to me and let me guide you according to my perfect will. If you only knew how much I have already worked in your favor, your soul would be filled with joy. There are battles I have won for you before you even knew there was a war. There are paths I have straightened before your feet could stumble. There are blessings I have already released before your lips even asked for them. All because I am a Father who cares, a God who watches over you, a Lord who guards you. My love for you is not measured by your merits, nor does it depend on your actions. It is eternal, unchanging, unbreakable. And because I love you, I take care of every detail of your life, even when you do not perceive it. So, my beloved, do not be afraid. Do not let the shadows of uncertainty dim the light of my presence in your life. I am your refuge, your strength, the one who guards and sustains you. I know there are days when the storm seems never-ending, when the winds blow fiercely and the waters threaten to drown you. I know there are nights when you curl up in silence, searching for answers that seem slow to come, but listen well to what I say. Even when you cannot see me, I am by your side. Even when you do not feel me, I am holding you. Even when you think you are alone, I am carrying you in my arms. I am the God who calms storms, who turns turbulence into secure paths. If today you find yourself in the middle of the tempest, do not lose hope. For I have already determined the time of your deliverance. Your pain is not eternal. Your tears will not last forever. Soon you will see the heavens open, and my glory manifest in a grand way in your life. What afflicts you today will tomorrow be a testimony of my power. What now seems like an open wound will become a scar that tells the story of my faithfulness. Your struggle is not in vain, and your faith will not be frustrated. Though doubts whisper in your ear that I have forgotten you, do not believe those lies. The enemy seeks to sow uncertainty to pull you away from me. But I tell you, my faithfulness is eternal. My love for you does not change with time. My goodness does not waver with circumstances. I am not a man to change my mind, nor a son of man to break my promises. What I have declared over your life will come to pass, because my word is eternal and never returns empty. And I tell you more, at the exact moment when you least expect it, you will see my hand move mightily in your life. Not because you deserve it, but because I am a merciful God. Not because you are strong, but because I am the one who strengthens the weak. I am the God of unexpected answers, of unforeseen miracles, of doors that no one can shut. I transform the impossible into reality and work beyond your understanding. When you think everything is lost, that is when I prepare your new beginning. When you believe there is no way out, that is when I open a new path. And when you think I am silent, it is because I am working behind the scenes of your life, aligning everything for the fulfillment of my plans. Trust, my child, rest in my love. Do not burden yourself with weights you were never meant to carry. I am your constant help, your strength in times of weakness, your peace in the midst of chaos. Keep praying, keep believing, keep waiting. I, the Lord, am working for you. And in due time you will see that I was never far away, that I was always shaping you, strengthening you, and preparing something far greater than you could ever imagine. I see the road ahead of you, the one you fear to walk, the one filled with uncertainties, the one where you wonder if I will provide. And I tell you, my child, do not fear the journey, for I have gone before you. Even when you feel unprepared, even when the path seems too steep, I am the one who equips your feet for the climb. I do not send you where I have not already secured the way. What seems like an impossible ascent to you is a path I have already carved out with my own hands. I know the weight of the responsibilities on your shoulders. You worry about your family, your future, the provisions for tomorrow. You wonder if what you have will be enough, if the work of your hands will sustain you. But listen, my child, I am your provider. Your security does not come from your labor alone, but from my hand that blesses it. Do your part with diligence, but do not carry the burden of provision alone. I feed the birds of the air. I clothe the lilies of the field. How much more will I take care of you, whom I love beyond measure? You have prayed for open doors, for opportunities that seem locked away from you. You have watched others receive their breakthroughs while you still stand in the hallway, waiting. But I tell you, my timing is never rushed, nor is it delayed. When I open a door, no man can shut it. And when I ask you to wait, it is not because I've forgotten you, but because I'm perfecting what is ahead. What I have for you is not just any opportunity. It is the one that aligns with the destiny I've woven for you. Trust that what is withheld now is not a rejection, but a divine redirection. I see how the battles of your mind exhaust you. The thoughts that attack in the quiet hours, the doubts that creep in when no one is watching, the way fear grips your heart when you think about what lies ahead. My child, the enemy thrives in confusion, in uncertainty, in the lies he whispers to keep you bound. But I have given you authority to stand firm. Do not entertain the voices that contradict my promises. Fill your mind with truth, guard your heart with wisdom, and you will walk in the clarity of my direction. I know there are wounds in your heart that time has not yet healed, Betrayals you did not expect, words that cut deep, people who left when you needed them most. You have tried to move on, but the sting remains. My beloved, I am the one who heals, not just in body, but in the hidden places of your soul. You do not have to pretend to be whole when you are still aching. Bring your wounds to me. I will not just mend them. I will restore you completely, making you stronger than before. And when it comes to forgiveness, I know it is not easy. I see how you struggle to release the pain others have caused you. You wonder if they deserve your mercy, if letting go means what they did was right. But my child, forgiveness is not about them. It is about you. It is the key that unlocks your own chains, that frees your heart from the grip of bitterness. When you release the weight of resentment, you make room for my peace to dwell within you. And I tell you, the peace I give is worth more than the pain you hold on to. You have asked me why some prayers seem unanswered. You have sought a sign, a confirmation, something to hold on to. But my child, my answers do not always come the way you expect. Sometimes I say yes, sometimes no, and sometimes wait. But in every answer there is love. What you call a delay, I call protection. What you see as silence, I see as preparation. My ways are higher than yours, and my answers are always in your best interest, even when you do not yet understand. I know you long for a purpose greater than yourself. You wonder if your life will make a difference, if what you do truly matters. And I tell you, yes, it does. You were not created to merely exist. You were created to impact, to bring light, to reflect my glory in a darkened world. The gifts I placed within you were not by accident. They are tools for a mission only you can fulfill. Do not bury them in doubt or fear. Step forward and you will see how I use even the smallest acts of faith to accomplish great things.